Some buildings were meant to inspire, but instead, they became nightmares. From collapsing towers to cursed skyscrapers, these structures pushed danger to new heights. What was once ambition turned into tragedy, leaving stories written in steel and ruin. Today, we uncover the 20 most dangerous buildings ever built. Number 10. The Sutyagin House, Russia. In the cold northern city of Arkhangelsk once stood a wooden giant. The Sutyagin House was built without blueprints, permits, or logic, rising 13 stories high, made entirely of wood. What began as a 2-story home turned into a towering hazard built by one man's obsession with grandeur. Its creator, Nikolai Sutyagin, kept adding floors year after year until it pierced the skyline like something from a dream. But beneath its strange beauty lay danger. The structure was unstable, fire-prone, and swayed in the wind. Authorities warned that collapse was inevitable. In 2009, the tower was demolished before disaster struck. Locals still remember it as both a marvel and a warning, proof that ambition without design can turn creativity into catastrophe. Number 9. The Lotus Riverside Apartments, China. In 2009, Shanghai witnessed one of the most surreal construction failures in modern history. A nearly completed 13-story apartment block simply toppled over. Not crumbled, but fell sideways, almost intact, like a tree pulled from the earth. One worker died, and an entire city woke up to a terrifying truth. Heavy rains had soaked the soil, while crews piled excavated dirt beside a nearby riverbank. The weight caused the riverbank to collapse, and the foundation beneath the building gave way. It was a perfect storm of carelessness and physics gone wrong. The image of that fallen tower spread worldwide, becoming a symbol of China's construction crisis. A reminder that progress built too fast and without respect for safety can collapse overnight. Number 8. The Rana Plaza, Bangladesh. In April 2013, tragedy struck in Savar, just outside Dhaka. The Rana Plaza, an 8-story garment factory, collapsed, killing over 1,000 workers and injuring thousands more. It was one of the deadliest building disasters in modern history. Cracks had appeared in the walls a day before, and warnings were issued. Yet factory managers forced workers back inside to meet production deadlines. Within hours, the building gave way, its floors pancaking one by one under the weight of greed and negligence. The collapse exposed the hidden cost of cheap clothing, lives traded for profit. Today, the site stands as a painful reminder that human safety should never be sacrificed for speed or money. Number 7. The Ostankino Tower, Russia. Reaching 1,772 feet into the sky, Moscow's Ostankino Tower was a symbol of Soviet pride. But on August 27, 2000, that pride turned into panic when fire engulfed the tower. Flames spread up its hollow core, trapping workers and cutting off communication across the city. The blaze burned for hours, rescue crews couldn't reach high enough, and safety systems were outdated. 3 people died, including firefighters who refused to abandon their post. For a moment, the heart of Moscow went dark. The disaster revealed the hidden dangers of aging landmarks and neglected safety. Once a beacon of progress, the Ostankino Tower became a haunting lesson in how quickly greatness can burn away. Number 6. Ponte City Apartments, South Africa. In Johannesburg stands a tower that was meant to represent hope, but became a symbol of fear. Ponte City Apartments, with its hollow cylindrical design, once housed luxury residents overlooking the skyline. By the 1990s, it had descended into chaos. Electricity failed, elevators broke, and gangs moved in. The hollow core filled with 5 stories of garbage and debris, turning the building into a vertical wasteland. Violence, poverty, and neglect ruled what was once a dream of modern living. Today, parts of Ponte City have been restored, but its past remains. It stands as a living warning that even the most visionary structures can become prisons when humanity is forgotten. Number 5. The Torre de David, Venezuela. In the heart of Caracas stands a skyscraper that was never finished, the Torre de David. It was meant to be a financial tower, filled with offices, luxury spaces, and a 5-star hotel. But when Venezuela's banking system collapsed, construction stopped, leaving only a concrete skeleton. Years later, thousands of families seeking shelter turned the abandoned tower into a vertical city. Makeshift homes, shops, and even gyms filled the dark halls. But without elevators or guardrails, danger was everywhere. Children climbed broken stairs that led to open drops hundreds of feet high. By 2015, the government evacuated most of the residents, calling it unsafe. Yet the Torre de David still stands, a symbol of dreams interrupted and how desperation can turn ambition into danger. Number 4. The Palace of the Parliament, Romania. In Bucharest rises one of the heaviest buildings on earth, the Palace of the Parliament. Built under the rule of Nicolae Ceausescu, it was meant to showcase power and perfection. Instead, it drained a nation's resources and created a structure so massive it risks its own stability. Thousands of workers built it under harsh conditions, and many lost their lives in the process. The palace's weight has slowly sunk its foundations, and engineers warn that a strong earthquake could bring catastrophe. Even now, entire sections lack proper safety systems. What was meant to glorify a dictator became a monument of danger and excess. Its marble halls hide cracks in both the walls and the history that built them. Number 3. The Highland Towers, Malaysia. In 1993, a hillside outside Kuala Lumpur turned into a nightmare. The Highland Towers, 3 identical apartment blocks, stood proudly against the slope, until one collapsed after days of heavy rain. A wall of mud rushed down the hill, crushing the foundations in seconds. 48 people died as the 12-story building folded in on itself. The tragedy revealed a chain of negligence. Poor drainage, weak retaining walls, and unchecked hillside development. For days, rescuers dug through wreckage, clinging to hope the remaining towers were abandoned, left to rot behind jungle vines. Today they stand as haunting reminders that no design can define nature when safety is ignored. Number 2. The Ryugyong Hotel, North Korea. The Ryugyong Hotel in Pyongyang was built to touch the clouds, and it almost destroyed its own skyline. At over 1,000 feet tall, it was meant to be the world's largest hotel, but after the Soviet collapse, the project stopped, leaving a hollow concrete pyramid. For years, it stood empty, an eerie symbol of failure. Locals whispered that it was cursed, and foreign engineers doubted its stability. Cracks formed in the structure, and the interior remained unfinished, dark, empty, and unsafe. Today, the exterior glows with LED lights for propaganda displays, but inside, most of it remains unusable. The Ryugyong isn't just an unfinished dream, it's a monument to danger disguised as ambition. Number 1. Ponte Morandi Bridge, Italy. On a rainy morning in August 2018, tragedy struck in Genoa, Italy. The Ponte Morandi Bridge, a key highway that carried thousands every day, suddenly gave way. A massive section collapsed, sending cars and trucks plunging into the valley below. 43 people lost their lives as the world watched in disbelief. Investigations revealed years of ignored warnings, corrosion, and poor maintenance. What was once a symbol of progress had silently turned into a ticking time bomb. The disaster forced Italy to rebuild not just the bridge, but its faith in safety. Today, a new structure stands in its place, stronger, smarter, but forever shadowed by the memory of the one that fell. Every structure tells a story. Some of beauty, others of tragedy. From reckless ambition to forgotten safety, these buildings remind us of one truth: when pride outweighs caution, even concrete can become a coffin. This is the Hidden Secrets, where the past warns those who dare to build again.